Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to make a small little Easter arrangement using this little basket. So I do not remember where I got this basket. I'm guessing it was probably either from the Hobby Lobby or Walmart. There is no telling. There's a little piece of glue right there, so we take that off. But I'm using what I have. I have sprayed a little bit of the gaps and cracks, the spray foam in here, and then just lightly mossed it with my fabric moss. So the star of our show today is going to be this adorable little bunny. I am not sure if we still have him in the shop. I know we did, just not sure if he is still there. But we are going to take and get him prepped. He's going to sit kind of right in the maybe just a little off center, okay? And so he is styrofoam. So I am just going to take a little wooden dowel here, get the little tag off. I could either glue it on his backside, but I think I'm going to go right in his little hiney, y'all. We're just going to go right up through his pants. And I'm just going to push that little dowel in there. There we go. And I don't need it this long, so let me cut it down a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. So let me hit that. Let me hit this dowel with some glue. And if you want to secure him a little bit more, you can get a floral pin. And we can just kind of go in a little bit with the floral pin right into his feet. Now I noticed my camera is he looks a little crooked. So let's try to fix him. My spray foam was not exactly flat, so I'm just going to use this little floral pin and pin his little foot down, and that gets him a little bit more straight. Okay, and then let me get one on the other side. There we go. We are good to go. All right, so we are going to go in with this mixed Real Touch Fern Bush. This is a new one that we have in the shop. So we're going to go in some of these. So I'm just going to pull this bush apart. Well, I'm not going to pull it apart because it has this hard plastic casing on it. So you could either cut that, or I'm just going to clip the stems right at the base. Okay, y'all, I just clipped them. You can see this had that hard plastic casing, so you would have to really cut that. I just clipped them at the base, and we're going to get some of these little fern pieces. Now I want this one, because it's a little taller, to kind of sit right behind him. Get this one sort of on the side. Put this one on the right side, so it happens on the right, happening on the left. I think I want another piece back here. Just gonna kind of start filling it in. And so we've got right, left. We need to fill in a little bit here. Let's go on the other side. And put one over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on a pick. Okay, so I want him to really kind of be the star of the show. So we're not going to go, he's going to be the tallest thing in our little arrangement. Let's get some pieces in the front now. And I say the front, just closer to the front. Get one on this side. So that's the nice thing about getting the mixed fern bush, is that you get lots of different little textures in here, which is always nice. I think before I add any more greenery, let's add some florals, because I want this fairly low and then just kind of coming up around him. So I'm gonna get some of our florals in here, and then we'll see what we're working with. So we're gonna go in with some of these pink tea roses. So we're bringing in kind of all of the colors. He's got blue in his pants. He's got some mint. We're not bringing in really any of the mint, but we're bringing in some of the pink and the blue. And I did bring a ribbon. I have this burlap with the blue trim. I thought we might add a sweet little bow on here. So let me look and see if I want to add that bow. If we add it, we need to do it now. So I'm just probably gonna make just a simple 3-loop bow. We don't need to twist with this ribbon because it's the same on both sides. Of course, it's fair silk, so it's got that nice wire to it. All right. Let me go ahead and get this cut. Grab one of my floral pins in here. A little pipe cleaner. Just get this bow tied off. I think we're going to put it on, my left side of him. I'm just going to glue that really good around that pipe cleaner. And I'm not going to mess with the bow just yet. I'm going to let it dry and kind of do its thing, and then we'll mess with it. All right, so let's go in now with some of our little tea roses. Get that one added there. And on the other side, one. See where I want this one. Kind of want it a little bit back behind him. So let's put it right about there. I'll go ahead and get a pick on this so that he get in my phone good. Give this one a little bit more of a bend because I don't want it looking like goalpost. So I want this one a little bit shorter than this one. Okay, so not quite the same height there. Okay, and then let's get another one kind of in the front. All right, so we have a little triangle with those tea roses. Now we're not going to add any more of those. I'm going to actually get that one out of the way so I don't accidentally try to put it in there. Alright, now I brought in a couple of these blue dahlias. Let me get the tag off of here. dahlias, dahlias, however you say them. These little blue flowers. Whatever blue flowers you have, it can be a lighter blue. These are actually a little bit of a darker blue, but I think it's gonna still look nice, tying all the different colors. Okay, so this guy, let me see where I want. I think we're gonna go right behind that tea rose. Right there. Let's get another one. I'm gonna put it right over on this side. Okay, so a little bit lower than that one. Let's get this one and I'm gonna let me make it a little bit shorter. He's just kind of hanging out there in the front. Again, I want this guy not to be hidden. So we're gonna have some florals in here, but we still want this guy to really be the star of the show. Okay. Now I have some Lysianthus. I think we're gonna go in with just a couple of these guys to kind of bring in a little bit of the softer pink and cream. Okay, so we're starting to fill in, but again, we're not covering him up. I'll get one on the side over here by this blue dahlia. A little bit lower. So we have sort of a stair-step effect with the pink rose, the blue dahlia, and then the Lysianthus. So we kind of have a step down there. Now let's add, we're gonna do the same thing. This time we have the different, this one we have the pink in the back, this one we have the blue in the back, so we're gonna do blue, pink, and then a Lysianthus right in here. It's gonna be lower. Okay, now let's get one right back here in the back. And right behind him. I think I want it a little bit taller. I'm going to take that one out of there. Let me get one with a little bit longer stem. I could put that one on a pick and we'd probably be fine, but let me just go ahead and grab another one. There we go, a little bit taller. All right. Pretty good. I think I'm gonna, well, let me get one more. So we'll get this one that I'm just gonna cut it down. I'm gonna put it a little bit around the bow. Okay, so I just kind of tucked it in there by the bow. Now I think we're gonna stop with the Lysianthus for right now. And we're gonna go in with a few of these pretty cherry blossoms. A little bit more white. These had more of the yellow cream. We're going to add in a little bit of white here with these fluffy little cherry blossoms. Okay, let me get a pick on that one. Going in the back. So we're filling it in. We're gonna do one that side, we're gonna do one on this side. And of course, you know, make the design yours. Use whatever color palettes you want. Maybe you don't have, maybe you just have one of the regular sisal bunnies without clothes, you know, just the natural. And you want to bring in some different colors. Use whatever color palette you want. I had him in my stash from, I think it was last year. I want to say we may have still a few of those guys left. But anyway, I had him in my stash from last year that I'd never got around to using. So I figured we're going to use it. But I didn't want to really bring in the mint. So I'm just bringing in more of the pinks and the blues, but you can definitely do a mint and pink. Okay, let's go this side, kind of by the bow. Okay, now we're going to add just a couple down to fill in down there. So I'm going to get more of a clustered one. And we are almost done, y'all. Fun little cute little. We're going to add in a little bit more greenery, kind of fill it in a little bit. Okay, let's add one more. We have this section right here that we have not touched. So let's add a little fluffy cherry blossom bit there. I'm going to pull this Lizzie Anthus out that's in the center. I'm going to pull it a little bit more forward so we can see a little bit more of him in there. I really don't want to cover him up because we're going to add a little bit of greenery. Let me add it. Let me get a pick on it. All right, it's better. Okay, so we still can see, on camera it's kind of hard to tell, but in person you can really see, I can see his feet, I can see his little pants. So now we're just gonna tuck in a few little pieces of greenery in here. I'm going to get this piece added here by the bow. Maybe if I can get it in the phone. There it goes. Y'all hear Diesel? He's going crazy out there, y'all. Somebody must be out there. Put another piece back here. I'm just kind of starting to fill in now where we need a little bit of love. And a lot I will see when I get ready to take my pictures. Then I can kind of see where I've got some placement issues or some holes that I need to kind of fix. It's hard to tell when you're sometimes right on it designing. So I like to save a few pieces and get ready to, you know, stage it for pictures, take a picture, or really kind of look at it, and then I can kind of tweak it from there. I'll just cut my tails down. fix your bow however you want it. Now we have our super sweet little bunny basket arrangement. So I'm gonna take some pictures, see if there's some little things I need to tweak when I see it on camera. But I hope you guys enjoyed this super quick little basket arrangement. Until next time, bye y'all.